Hey everybody, it's I, the Kind of Cup series, and welcome back to a brand new series on this channel called Retro Recap. Yeah, it's basically just recap races, but with a twist. We are going back in time to 2013 to recap the 2013 series, or season. This is a brand new series. I'm gonna try and do during the off season. We're gonna try from 2013 to 2021 for the County Cup series, because, well, 22 onwards I had results for, which is good, so you don't really need to look at them. You don't need to really do that because we don't know what the results are for those seasons. And also do the County Pro series as well. After we do the County Cup series, we do the County Pro series from 2017 to 2023. I'm gonna have fun making these now, aren't I? I'm gonna be in serious pain when this is all over and done with. Anyways, let's get into the 2013 roster, I guess. And so here is your 2013 County Cup Series roster. Yeah, you can tell we only had like 20 drivers this season. Yeah, the County Cup wasn't as big as it was nowadays with like 6+ entries and part-time teams. Yeah, for the first couple of seasons, we don't have part-time seasons until 2017, but we'll get into 2017 when we get into 2017. We have some familiar names though in this the inaugural season: Charles Liddell, Megan Bell, Jake Hodgkiss, Peggy Bishop, Edgar Pentland, Courtney Wright, and I guess Ellie Tickner. All of them currently racing the County Cup Series now today. Yeah, they're still around to this day. Jeez. Not Ellie Tickner anymore because she just retired. So yeah. Then you got other drivers like Ellis Tennant, Melissa Capel, Rose G. Drivers currently in the County Pro Series full time, which is good. Oliver Dawson, he just retired recently in 22. Jacob Rowley a season before in 2021. And we might have Jacob Rowley. Yeah. Other drivers call Corey Randall, LMA Puddock. They're around for a while, though they have disappeared as of recent. Probably because they kind of just didn't really do well with the smaller teams. Ryan Ayres, a guy who no one talked about anymore. He drives Stores Racing in the 10 car. Michael Walsh racing as well. Remember that team? Yep, they had a 4-car team this season. They were the only 4-car team in the County Cup Series this season, which was pretty shocking. Leaf Reach in the 15, Paige Knight in the 55, Ethan Snoozer in the 56. Oh, you're gonna have fun talking about Ethan Snoozer, aren't we? I'm gonna have a pain talking about him, and you are gonna be tired of hearing his name sooner or later because he'll be showing up quite a bit. Spoiler alert, not for all the good reasons. And a big up panel for sleep in the 70 car. She's joined for Micro Racing now over season. Jeez. Josh Council in the Furniture Racing 78 entry. Yeah, Furniture Racing kind of cups as well for quite a while. Not till 2018 though, but they did leave the series before the 2018 season. But again, we'll get into that when we get into that. And Ruby Cottrell, who no one has really talked about, and don't worry, you don't need to remember her name either, because let's just say she shouldn't be around for too long. But again, we'll get into that when we get into that. So let's get into the season. It will be a 15-race season. Here's your roster for the 15 races in the inaugural kind of Cup Series. So without further ado, let's get into it. and you thought I was going to talk through all of them. Yeah, if I did, we'd be here for like an hour long, so I'm just cut you some slack. Just hope you enjoyed that brief montage of all the finishing results from these races. Now we'll talk about the drivers, how the season went in the point standing. So, Megan Bell was the champion in 2013, the inaugural champion of the Kenny Cup Series. For Team Penske, yeah, that 22 car won a championship in Kenny Cup Series. Look where it is today. I'm gonna say this again. Hope F-Alliance is way better than that 22 car than the last couple of drivers, but yeah, Megan Bell still in 22 car for quite a while, so don't think she's done winning just yet. Though she wouldn't win as much as this season was. This would be her best season for quite some time. 4 wins on the year and a championship. Pretty good points point as well. Got 417 points the entire season, so pretty impressive for Megan. Peggy Bishop, Chelsea Liddell finished second and third in point, pretty near each other. Both of them were kind of near each other the entire year. Chelsea won a couple races for Team Penske. Her only season with Team Penske, her only season driving a Ford. Well, that was until 2018, one-off race at Daytona, but again, we'll get into that when we get into 2018. Oh, no, 2019, my bad. And Peggy Bishop, well, again, just good year for Peggy. Again, those two have always been good since day one, basically. Same as Abigail in fourth in points. She was definitely a championship threat to Megan. Hadn't pretty consistent runs, but did have a few DNFs, unlike Megan, so it kind of cost Abigail and the championship west, so top of it for Abigail. That was something that Megan actually didn't do the entire year, was DNF. She actually finished all the races. I can't say that for 2014, but we'll get into that when we get into 2014. Ellie's taken around to top 5 in 5th in points with 235 points. Got her first win at Lucas Oil Raceway, so a good season for Ellie as well. Ellis Tannen, the highest boy and the first ever boy to win a Kenny Cup Series, with his winning the third race of the year at Richmond, so very good run, very good year for Ellis. Yeah, as you can tell, Ellis did good, but yet went to the Kenny Pro Series in its inaugural season. I don't know why, he just did. Jake Hodgkiss is the only year of Joe Good Racing, comes home in 7th in points. Again, just a pretty good year for Jake. He had an interesting year of Joe Good Racing in that 20 car before it became famous with Mrs. Chelsea, but again, we'll get into that sooner or later. Ryan has had a quiet, consistent year and saw his first win this year, but he was close on some occasions. Mines he was pretty good at, so we'll have to see how he does in 2014. Rose G, her highest ever points finishing in the Cup Series, finishing 9th in points. Yeah, when your best finish was 9th in points in your first season, you know you kind of fell off a cliff during the second half. She wasn't bad the next few years. Competition just kind of caught up with her, and she kind of started to struggle quite a bit a few times. Oliver Dawson went to top 10 in 10th in points, the lowest driver who won a race in this season with his win at the second Richmond race. So, yeah, good year for Oliver. He'd be doing much more in the future, a few times coming. Courtney Wright comes to 11th points. She wasn't really as good as she was back then. Nowadays, she's now won a few races, but back then, it was just when she ever going to get her first career Kenny Cup Series win, because it took forever for Courtney to finally get her first career Kenny Cup Series win. It didn't take her to come until 2022, well, 2023. So, but yeah, she wasn't really as good as she was nowadays. Finished 11th point. You can kind of tell she's going to be my Rose G and Ryan Ayres in points. Corey Randall, 12, not bad. Yeah, he was just had a quiet year. Paige Knight, first season, did alright, comes on 5th point. Josh Cancel. This season, people are calling Josh Cancel an underrated driver. Put in a 78 car that obviously, Frank Ferrari wasn't really as good as it was, obviously, like 2017 Truex was. Obviously, they had Kurt Busch in 2013, but they weren't really great. They weren't winning races like Truex was, but, yeah. Josh Cancel did pretty good for them. 47 points. People call him an underrated driver and deserve a better ride. Oh boy. Well, those overreactions and those ratings age real badly. But again, we'll get into that sooner or later. Anyway, Puddock, in her only season with Henry Motorsports, comes home 15th in points. I'm just saying, if one of your teammates finished second in points and you're 15th, yeah, you were terrible. And no surprise she was let go for Henry Motorsports in her first season. Ouch. Ruby Cottrell, 16th in points. Underrated driver. She had a few good runs here and there, but her temper's on the track kind of going away. She did wreck a few people in each race. And she wrecked quite a few times as well, which made Chip Ganassi release her, as they weren't really happy with her performance. And there was a bit of off-track shenanigans with the team and the drivers, so they were in that type of race. And this would be Ruby Cottrell's only Kenny Cup season, so it'd be a one-and-done year for her. She would never turn back to Kenny Cup Series ever again. Basically, the first ever Kenny Cup Series bust. Wow, what a series. This is why we don't really talk about her really as much. It's just the drama that was off the track kind of going the way. Speaking of that future NASCAR bust, Ethan Snoozer, 17th in point. Had some good runs here and there, but was just backlashed. But was overshadowed by the amount of wrecks he caused this season. I swear he was wrecked like every race. He finished some, but he wrecked in quite a few others. And don't worry, this will be a trend moving forward. You don't think you've been able to last even do because he'll be around for quite some time and wrecking a whole bunch of equipment. Yippee-ki-yay. Lily Creech, 87 points. She did alright. She didn't really wreck it. She did wreck as well quite a bit, but she had some good runs though. Some runs weren't too great either, so she was pretty crush prone this year as well. Hoping for some improvement for her in 2014. Let's see what Lily can do in 2014. Jacob already had some good runs there, and they've only got one top 10. They actually got two. A few top 10s for Richard Petty Motorsports. Pretty good for Jacob. He's more of a road course expert nowadays, but we'll see what he do. There's a road course race again out next year, so we'll see how he does in that one road course race. And Madison Powell rounds out the field, rounds out the drivers he was driving this year. 23 points, last driver in points. I mean, she was in a Farmer Motorsports car, so you gotta cut us a bit of slack. I mean, back then, Farmer wasn't really as good as it was back nowadays, so... Didn't do that bad, though. Only got over 100 points. Something like Harry and Kyron can do in Kenny Pro this season. I'm just saying. They had less points in 2013, and yet Madison got more points in this season than Kyron and Harron did in the County Pro Series this year. What the heck? But yeah, this is your point standings from 2013 season. A lot of interesting positions where some drivers finished in points, and a lot of interesting positions where drivers struggled in. So we'll see what happens in 2014. We'll see who improves and who kind of falls off a cliff from what was supposed to be their first seasons, turn them into not very great seasons. And that'll do it for the first episode of Retro Recap, the 2013 season. This is an interesting series I wanted to do for quite a while, and we're going to start doing more of these. 2014, I don't know when I'm going to do 2014 one season, but hopefully it'll come out sooner than later, so it'll probably be out before the end of the year, so fingers crossed there. Interesting names though coming in soon. Jacob Hughes, Megan Rutt, they're coming soon, and another name as well, which is currently a championship threat also as well, so keep your eyes up for 2014 Retro Recap episode. So, this is us at Kenny Cup Street, signing out, and we'll see you all in the next video, which will come out hopefully soon. So this is us at Kenny Cup Street, signing out for now though.